the scale of measurement for their nails didn't exist. Like they were just these behemoth nails. But once they built the Empire State Building in the shape of a squale nail.
How do you think they described squale nail size before the Empire State Building?
Just fucking big, probably.
Just fucking big.
there weren't big things before the Empire State Building.
With nails the size of, I don't know, just fucking big.
So huge. Then some dude came along and he was like, I want to make a building that is the size of a squale nail. I think we made the cannon pretty bulletproof.
All right, so how does Squip Little Bulge know a squale hunter?
Well, does he hunt squales or does he?
I go into town, into the city.
Is your goal to hunt a squale?
So
you do need
I mean, that's gonna be harder than Wiggle Boots clam. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you're gonna kill a squale in 1800s.
To be fair, they don't know how to kill a squale.
Yeah, it hasn't been discovered yet.
On the side, I just hunt rabbits and shit. Sell it in town, trade it for like guns.
All right, I mean, I can buy some of your rabbits.
Yeah, I would say
be a regular customer.
Yeah, I'm a customer.
I wish I had an excuse, but I was literally just sitting here. TV not even on. I wasn't doing a single thing.
Well, we've just been talking about squale lore.
So. Yeah, no, you haven't missed much.
I'm gonna say that.
Looking at my phone, I'm like, "Why is Liam? What was that, Frank?" Usually, I don't know.
It's
a weird
Frank.
Like, oh fuck! All right, sorry.
I'm saying that that our relationship, Ale, is that we trade squale knowledge with one another.
Yeah, okay. You investigate the squale. He's hunting the
squale. I feel like Squip Little Bulge has the hot scoop on some squale. That's why he invented the floppy light bulb.
Oh, Oric, you want to say that I funded your floppy light bulb research?
Investor in floppy light bulb.
Yep. All right, I need relationships with Frigidaire General.
Bridget.
Yeah,
Bridget
General and Hash Kidro.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can all say it differently. Because no one knows how to actually say it.
All right, Liam, how do I know you, Liam?
I don't know. Give me a little bit of your story.
I'm David Blaine.
Oh, shit. Like, are you like a street performer, David Blaine, or are you just?
I'm young David Blaine, so yeah, I do street magic mostly.
I think I am a purveyor of the arts. I'm a rich man, so I would say I've hired you before. I've hired you for parties to do your silly magic tricks.
I do magic for him sometimes.
But the thing is, like, is David Blaine actually good at magic?
Oh, that doesn't matter.
Sometimes he's incredible.
If he could make a coin appear from behind someone's ear in the 1800s, it's like shocking that he's not burned at the stake.
That's a good point.
David Blaine.
I'd say like 85% of my magic tricks end in someone being injured.
Which is why you so regularly come to my clinic.
Right.
Okay, so I'm writing. I've hired him for parties to show off his silly magic. I don't usually do it because people get hurt.
Yeah. And Ale, what's your character?
My father was killed by a squale.
Okay.
Which is a new monster in the squale hunter. And that's how I got the site. And my mother raised me to hunt and live in the woods.
All right. So how would a magician ever cross your path?
I go into town and sell goods.
Oh, so I could just I every time I see you, I try to do magic for you. Hell yeah.
I was gonna say you could buy something from him that you're destitute. So
I have no money.
I think the magic is real because I'm basically just a person from the woods who doesn't know anything.
Right. The magic is real. David Blaine.
Oh, sure.
Israel?
I can buy wild herbs from you for medicine. You can be my supplier. All right. Well, Liam, I will say your clickety clack is louder than you.
Yeah.
It is loud. It is loud.
It's the trade-off. You either get clickety clacks or you get a train.
I would rather get the train.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Liam was just
Actually,
playing on his typewriter today.
I think the clickety clacks happen regardless.
I think do you not have a what's it called? The
typewriter?
Yeah, typewriter. No, the fucking Discord threshold thing set up.
I do, but it just never fucking works. Oh, it actually wasn't on, funny enough.
Oh.
That might have been what happened.
That'll help.
So what kind of made up place is this? Like Finland, that's a pretty dumb name.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean,
they couldn't think of a more realistic name.
I mean, I do have a copy pasta for that.
Finland isn't real.
I think it's either Finland or Sweden. I gotta double check.
I'm pretty sure it's Finland.
Yeah, it's Finland.
What are you talking about? Finland?
It's not real.
Finland's not real.
Oh yeah, brother. Of course it's not real.
Yeah.
Stop
That's why we're in the Gulf
Stop
of
trying to
it.
confuse me with all this.
Oh wow, this is significantly longer than I remember it being.
So what's this?
If anyone wants to read it, it's in the group chat.
Sorry, I'm moving.
What is this?
Finland's not real.
Holy shit.
It's really long.
Yeah, I'm good.
Or I cannot read.
My brother.
I don't read.
It's an old Reddit post. It's pretty great.
I'm actually changing things for a second.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
My belly is so full.
Oh, I'm gonna poop on you. Yeah, that's right.
They should do like a. It's kind of like Uber, poop club of the month. They should do. It's kind of like Uber, but instead of paying people to give you a ride, you pay someone to come over and just rub your stomach after you've eaten a big meal. That's my Shark Tank pitch.
Wait, all right, hit us with the pitch. Okay,
all right.
Hello, Sharks.
Hello, Sharks. I am looking for $2 million for 5% of my company called Tuber, Tubby Rub Uber. And have you ever eaten way too much food and you need a good tummy pat? Well, who better to do it than a complete stranger?
My question is,
how do you scale this?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
So what's your business plan for scaling up?
There's no need to. This is about as big as it gets.
So why do you need the $2 million?
He's got
advertising.
I just want to know, has rubbing someone's belly ever actually helped them feel better?
It feels so good.
Oh yeah, no, it's the best.
I've never rubbed
from food?
I love laying on my back and just rubbing my stomach.
I think it's in your head, but it actually does.
Yeah.
But would it still apply if someone else were to rub your belly?
I don't know. That's a good question.
If only there was
what's
an
the
app where
science
you could
behind
find
this?
out.
It's just like when you have to throw up and you spit and it makes you have to throw up more.
Sometimes that actually makes me stop going in.
Oh, I disagree. Oh Lord, it started.
I think I'm out, Frank.
Well, you just passed up on Tesla, Matthew.
Tesla.
Yep.
Passed up on
Is this
Ring
like
camera.
spelled differently than actual Tesla?
It was Z.
Yeah, Tesla.
is not.
Those are some nice lines.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm just like, I'm gonna eat your butt.
Oh, don't threaten me like that.
Oh no.
Me with a good time.
I'm gonna eat your butt like groceries.
But look at all these numbers.
All right. I mean, you guys are ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Johan Semmelweis is ready.
Okay, you guys all have your relationships?
Yeah,
I believe so. I got mine.
Most of mine are I do magic for them, but that makes sense.
Well, I guess everyone go around and introduce yourselves, and then tell me right where you were right before we jump in, basically. Where was your character?
All right.
And we're gonna say generally, like Matt, I know you said you were probably gonna start in Stockholm, and we're gonna say that's kind of the area we're working here. So Sweden.
Sweden.
I can go first to pop things off.
Go right ahead.
All right, my character is Johan Semmelweis. I'm in my mid-30s. I'm most likely everyone's doctor, and I did a brief stint in the army. But the army life was not for me, and I used what coin I made to start a successful doctor, practitioner business. Have some employees. I got my own place, and I'm a bit, a little reclusive. Like I don't really do much in terms of fun. Kind of just really passionate about my business, and I'm in Sweden.
Hi, Johan. Oh shit, we both did it.
I also have a weak horse.
You have a weak horse?
Yeah, specifically weak.
Okay. No, he has a horse with 1 week to live.
I call him Reggie. Reggie is a weak horse.
I have a horse called the Weekend.
Everybody's working for him.
I can't feel my horse face when I'm with you.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
All right. I'll say I am Squip Little Bulge, CEO, CO, COO, and any other acronym you could think of Little Bulge Looking LLC. 51 years old. I'm a PI. Keep getting attacked by night ravens. And I'm inventor of the locally famous floppy light bulb.
Get out of town.
Where is Little Bulge LLC located?
Oh, I think it's also what city did we say it was?
Stockholm.
Yeah. And I think I'm in my office just like smoking out of the pipe.
Oh yeah, no, I forgot to say I'm also in my office as well.
You have a little bulge.
Excuse me?
Do you have a little bulge?
What are you implying?
Is your bulge
Squip is very sensitive about his bulge.
Okay.
All right, I'm Brigadier General Leames Flintstone, and you can call me Brigadier General or Brigadier General Leames.
But we have to call you Brigadier General.
I've earned those titles, damn it.
Okay, Sergeant.
I am a 45-year-old officer. I've come from a long line of what's it called, historic army generals, and I have not only followed in their footsteps but exceeded all expectations. I've begun to step away from the army now. I'm at the ripe age of 45. Pursue more philanthropic endeavors like funding silly people and their little floppy light bulbs.
What do you mean, silly?
And I come from a large what's called logging magnate family where we have a lot of money. So I am in my mansion just outside of Stockholm or wherever the fuck we are. And I am doing rich people things. I'm playing polo or something.
Very nice.
Sick.
Nice
We have to go to a
you,
polo
Bridget.
match.
Bridget.
I am David Blaine. You've probably all heard of me. I'm 19 years old. I'm originally from the town of Fuck, Sweden.
Oh shit!
It's a real place. I looked up the silliest Swedish names.
How do you spell that?
Fucke.
Whoa,
I thought it was gonna be like a Q.
That's like fuke or something.
I'm a young lad. I used to live with my very loving family, but they didn't like my magic. They thought it was the devil's work. So I said, "Fuck you guys! I want to be the greatest magician ever." So I left home, and now I'm kind of homeless. Things are doing okay. No, they're not. I have no money. I don't have a home, but I do my magic for people, and yeah, that's pretty much me. Rats, garbage, trash,
cool bugs.
couple bugs, and at the time before all this happens, I'm probably sitting in a puddle.
Trying to make it disappear, sucking it up your ass or something.
Just sitting. Yeah.
We got intro, the finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashkish Idro. And I saw you guys probably know me. I saw you all rabbits. Make your rabbit stew.
Rabbit season.
You guys rabbit shit.
And if you guys see any squale, let me know.
I think if we see him, everyone sees him.
Let me know specifically.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that everyone saw a squale today.
Johan does not believe in the squale.
Johan is mistaken. It's a whale-sized squale.
And where are you? Where are you? Indro.
What do you mean?
Like,
where you at?
Like, where do you? Yeah, like, where do you live? Like, where would you be kind of on a normal day?
In the woods, in my cabin.
Okay.
My hunting cabin.
Is Bigfoot a monster in this world?
With that being said, for three of you, that being Johan, Brigadier General, and Squip, you all kind of receive a letter in the mail from a mysterious sender. You know, they just signed their name as Linnea, requesting your presence in a relatively nearby but rural town of Uppsala. And in it, she references your ability to see monsters, which alone kind of has you all intrigued enough to go and see what's up. And she speaks of forming a society.
We live in a society.
You live in
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think David Blaine does either.
Well, yeah, David Blaine, you are sitting in a puddle. And a local child who stands on the corner saying, yeah, paper, read all about it. That kind of kid.
Mm-hmm.
And who sometimes throws rocks at you for fun. Walks up to you while you're sitting in that puddle. David Blaine, you are muted. Something intentional or not.
Oops. Okay, I'm here.
All right. So yeah, the paper, read all about it kid who throws rocks at you for fun sometimes.
Okay.
Finds you in the puddle and throws a letter at you saying, "You guys, someone told me to give this to you, David. You loser, you stinky loser."
I take it, and then I put my hand on his shoulder. I say thank you, and then under my breath I go, Schlatenhachamba, and I say, I just cursed you. You're gonna die from ovarian cancer in 14 years.
Ovarian cancer. That's a boy.
The kid is a boy, but he doesn't know what ovaries are. But he still like kind of starts crying, but then he just goes, psych, and then he farts in your face and runs away.
Whoa, I like that kid.
Damn.
It's got pizzazz.
I like that kid too. Can I change my character to be that kid?
The kid that farts on David
Cool
Blaine.
The contents is the same as the other three. It appears to be from a mysterious sender, requesting your presence in the nearby city. Okay. And it references your ability to see monsters, which you didn't think anyone really knew about. Even though you keep on telling people you can see monsters, they don't believe you for the most part ever.
They like my magic. The monsters love my magic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. And for a bird taps on your window of your cottage with a letter in its claws. Yeah, thank you for this out. Drops off a letter for you. And yeah, pretty similar contents as was just said.
Can I speak bird?
You think you do, yeah.
I'll take it.
Shake his hand.
So you all on a certain day and around a week find yourselves on the train to Uppsala. And just by chance, you all end up sitting next to each other. So
Brigadier General tries to get the attention of a conductor or something. He's just like, I don't think that one should be sitting in this section. And points at David Blaine.
Makes sense. I'm probably wet and smelly.
You are indeed dirty and smelly.
Well, in response to that, I go up to you. Can I say I just have a normal deck of cards on me? Can I add that to my inventory?
Yeah, that's fine.
And I show you a card, and I say, "Is this your card?"
I'm like, "What?"
Well, it will be your card when I do this trick again in a couple hours.
I don't even know what card I saw.
You just hold the same card and then show it to him again in a couple hours and call it magic.
Bam! Straight magic.
Will this be your card?
Will this be your card?
But then I also do kind of look at the conductor and say, I think he kind of has a point. I've never been inside of anything this large.
The conductor says, inside anything this large, and he kind of looks around, and it's like a normal sized train car.
Never.
Are you okay?
I'm on the road to becoming the greatest magician. This is just how it's got to be, you know?
I don't.
Well, you will.
This is your card.
Is this your card?
You just have to tell him it is.
What card do you show to the conductor?
Jack of spades.
He just goes, I guess it can be.
I go, bang, street magic. I do accept tips.
You know what? He gives you a shiny coin out of pity.
Hell yeah. One coin.
Okay. Everyone else just kind of lets that interaction. Oh my god!
Oh wow!
Oh wow! That's magic.
Now that's magic.
So are we sitting next to each other, or are we just in the same car?
Yeah, you're pretty much sitting like it's like the old timey one. So you're kind of like all sitting like either next to each other or across from the aisle from each other, and you do know each other like from your prior relationships. Stockholm,
right? Damn, I just realized Liam said that to the man he hires to do magic.
No, that's why I especially know that you should not be in this car.
Well, David Blaine doesn't let
I don't pay you that much.
So David Blaine gets up and sits down next to the Bridget General, and says, "Hey, boss, where do you think we're going? What's going on, man?"
I'm going to this place that I don't remember where.
Uppsala.
I take out my letter as well, and even though I've probably only had it for like half hour, it's all crumpled and dirty and wet.
I take it.
Like,
I read.
I'm going.
I read through it because I don't believe that we're going to the same place. And I'm like, it's the same person. Wait, what? How are you on the same level as me?
It's magic, man.
Damn, you must be better than I think you are. I have to hire you more often.
I can guarantee you I'm not.
Okay, so you guys pull after that little interaction. Everyone else kind of just watches Squib Little Bulge and Hush and
he is a professional looker.
I'm just looking at like the seat in front of me through my magnifying glass.
Yeah, inspecting it.
Yeah, just making sure everything's up and up.
All right. So yeah, eventually you pull into the station and you just make sure there is a train station. Yes, there is. All right, cool.
Choga.
So Uppsala is located just north of the Swedish capital of Stockholm, on the border of Norland, where cities and villages are few and the wilderness is endless. The city is best known for its university, but it is also deeply rooted in the pagan world. It was one of the last outposts of Old Norse religion when the country was Christianized. It was recently struck by an extensive fire that killed 1/5 of its population. Actually, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And was on the complete brink of destruction. But it has risen from that flame like a phoenix. Oh, hey, Little Bulge, the streets are lit by gaslight. So maybe you have something to show.
Yeah. It's old tech right there.
Yeah. You got to bring the electricity to them.
Well, I have my mystery floppy light bulb that I don't know how it's powered.
So yeah, I mean, this is a relatively, it's not a huge city. It's a smaller city that has had some hardship recently. But it's still a mix of, farmers, industrial workers, servants, students and nobles and clerics, all your shit. And you guys pull in to the central station. And you get off there.
Grand Central Station?
Whoa.
You will say that the letter urged you all to come to a place called Castle Gillenkreutz.
Mm.
So I assume you just ask for directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I intrinsically know where Gillenkreutz is.
I go up to the conductor and I ask him if he could point us towards.
He does, but Squig has already gone off in the opposite direction that the conductor.
Yeah, this is the way to grill and crunch.
The brigadier general. He's like, Squib, you're going the wrong way.
I just immediately turn on my light in self-defense. What?
Come this way. Don't point that light at me. I don't know what that does.
Me neither. I mean, I do.
look over at the conductor and say, "What a bunch of nincompoops!" Right?
The conductor kind of shrugs and blows his whistle and continues ushering people off the train.
But he showed me where to go.
He did show you where to go before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So
guys.
you guys
This way.
Oh, yeah. You head north. Yeah. Until you come to a huge, neglected old castle on the hill by the Firus River, surrounded by a black iron fence, and has a gate flanked by statues of griffins. The garden and paved walkway leading to the entrance are grown with bushes and trees and shrubbery. There are plenty of mice, rats, and foxes and birds scampering through the yard.
I remarked that they need to hire a better gardener.
All right, well, you guys are all standing there at the gate.
I knock on the fence.
You make a noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we? I attempt to open the fence. The gate.
You are able to do it with a little effort, but you're a strapping ex-military man. So it groans open like squeaks.
So, well, come on, boys.
David Blaine proceeds with caution.
Okay.
Squip has his light out.
Many sketchy alleyways and such before, and he has the heebie-jeebies at this place.
So you go up to the main door and you push it open, and you're just immediately hit by like smell of mold and mildew and shit like that.
I pull out my pocket square and I cover my mouth. Disgusting.
Is there any way I can? I actually don't really notice that strong of a smell.
Do I see the source of it?
I mean, it's just the you look peering in. Just that castle is not in a good state, you know.
So it's just the smell of the castle, from what we can see.
Yeah,
from everything you can tell. I mean, there's cobwebs. It's old.
So we're inside the castle right now?
I mean, you're standing like right at the front door, the big front.
All right, I knock on the door.
You hear like from deeper inside an old woman's voice say, "Come in, come in. I've been waiting."
I don't like the sound of that.
I lead the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who's leading?
All right.
I'll go next with my light bulb.
You go in through the main hall, or into the main hall, and like your eyes start to adjust to like the lower light level. And as you march by doors that are like, some are boarded, some still stand, you know, just in general. Like, things just don't look good in this castle. You can tell it was like once quite majestic, but not nowadays. But eventually you come into sort of like a main landing with a staircase, and seated in the center of the room is a decrepit old woman.
I'm so sorry, boys.
No.
All
right.
Didn't miss much. We just walked to a castle.
Yeah, there's a creepy old woman sitting in the middle of this really gross, mildewy, moldy castle.
Yeah.
She just goes, "Welcome, welcome."
Can I give the woman a good look over?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to roll for that?
You know what? Yes.
All right.
Our first roll.
Investigation.
Yeah. Let me just look at the skill list so I can. I would say yes. Or no, observation. I'd say observation.
Yeah.
Observation. Any modifier? What are no modifiers, right?
You would just click Yeah.
You just click on that and it'll roll with your extra
Every time
phase.
I click on anything, it makes me manually put in the modifier.
Yeah, 0.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of like a little reminder.
Yeah.
It's like, do you have anything? Oof.
Yeah, you don't notice. So, I mean,
I have a question.
Yeah.
What does my 2 in observation skill give me?
It gives you roll an additional 2 die. So basically, all you're trying to do is roll a 6, and you just want more die because it increases the chance of you rolling a 6.
Okay.
Okay, so that's something I have a 0 in.
What was the name on the letter when we walked in? Like the
Linnea.
Linnea. So I speak to her. So like, are you Linnea, the one who sent us these letters?
I am indeed, Johann.
Oh, how do you know?
I know of all of you. I know you all have the sight.
Those damn night ravens.
The Brigadier General has his fucking hand on his saber. He's just like, I don't fucking trust this bitch. How does she know this?
Yeah,
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
I kind of put my hand up like, whoa, no need to get confrontational here. This woman's invited us into her creepy castle.
Further reason to not trust her.
I do say that out loud because I kind of let look at her. I'm like, so what exactly are we doing here? Because you must understand these optics look a little shady.
Have you all heard of the society?
No.
Which one?
No.
I'm part of many societies. I don't know the society.
I haven't even heard of the site. I don't even know what that is.
They're like a 90s punk band.
Well, she just says, well, lend me your ears. And then she is going to tell you all about the society, which are found on pages 80 to 83 in the book.
Johann pulls up a chair and sits down. He's not going to stand through all this.
Yeah.
Pull out my book and I start reading pages 80 to 88.
Basically, it was a sort of ancient society founded by people who had the sight to see monsters. And it was founded to sort of deal with the problems arising when these monsters and humans interact or cross each other, either by like killing them or solving sort of like just the issues around them in general.
The Order
The society
of
itself
Artemis?
has recently fallen on hard times. Linnea thinks she is probably one of the last members left. There was a massacre that occurred in the early 18th century when many of the Scandinavian branch were wounded or killed by their encounters with the Vaesen, or the monsters. And many of the meeting halls were closed down. So Linnea has called you all to reconstitute society because she feels there's an imbalance. There's become an imbalance between the natural order, between humankind and these monsters. And she wants to know if you're willing to take up the challenge.
Can I investigate the room that she's in? Take a look around with my handy dandy magnifying glass.
I mean, what are you looking for in particular?
I am looking for something like reason to not trust her.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn, that's an investing boy.
I mean, everything looking around, you just kind of see old sort of icons and symbols. Nothing that really kind of doesn't mesh with anything that she's laying to you as she tells you of the history of the organization.
Oh, sneaky David Blaine.
So I'm just trying to understand it. You guys just ignore my rules.
So Johann was sitting, listening very attentively as what was it, Linnaeus?
I haven't read the book at all. I'm just joining in on this one-off session with my friends.
Through this, and
I know absolutely
once she stops, he says, "This sounds like a very noble cause and everything, and clearly many lives were lost. But why would you turn to the likes of us?" And I'm especially pointing to David Blaine.
Ouch.
She sighs and says, "I am left with very few options anymore. So many of us."
Not the first choice.
Yeah, so many
We're
of
the
us
B team.
Die early and young. To have so many who've lived so long, even him, and looks at David Blaine.
You know what, Linnea?
They're on mad shit.
I don't really appreciate it. I could just leave.
Well, my son, let me tell you, if you are willing to join the society, this castle is yours, and you will be given wages.
Whoa.
Whole castle?
Liam's is looking around the castle like, I could do a lot here.
but now, Linnea, that's a beautiful offer. But why would I want to share a castle with these people that obviously don't really take too kindly to me?
Well, there are a lot of rooms, son. You don't necessarily have to see them.
I was also sitting in a puddle before.
Yeah, you could have a rock thrown at you.
Some steady pay and a little bit of hospitality will do you good there, David Blaine.
You know what? Maybe I will accept this offer, and you never know. Maybe I could always surprise you. And I go to pull a coin behind Linnea's ear. Do I succeed?
Give me a.
Is there dexterity in this?
Manipulation?
Yeah.
What do you want? Manipulation?
Actually, maybe use stealth because
this is more. Precision was like my whatever, like specialty skill.
Yeah.
Hey, you do it. You're able to magic a coin from behind her ear.
It's that coin that the conductor gave me earlier.
Yeah.
Johan's like, yes, I very much remember that part.
I stare at that happen. What the fuck?
Yeah, when you do that, she grabs your wrist, David Blaine, and stares you in the eyes, and there's like a twinkle in her eye, and she says, "There's much potential in you, David Blaine."
Just from a childhood trick.
I turn around and I toss the coin over to what's his face, and I say, "You do it then, big shot."
Part of me wants to just shoot the coin out of the air.
Like a ninja star.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
So I toss over the coin to you.
Yeah, and then I have a bonus
ranged
to this,
combat.
and then ranged combat.
It's a pretty difficult shot. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, but I do it.
This is huge success. I think that's gonna do it. Whip from the hip. Just pins the coin in midair.
My ears are
and I say,
right
keep
now.
the change.
What? Why'd you shoot in such an enclosed space without any warning?
James goes over to Squip and pats him on the back. He's like, "My boy, that was a nice shot."
Can I do like some like cowboy tricks with the revolver to put it back in my holster?
Yeah, sure. You can do that for free.
All right.
That was my only. You owe me a coin.
I give you a coin.
Linnea raises her hand. Gentlemen. Am I to understand that you are interested?
Oh, as long as there's somewhere for me to put my weak horse, Reggie.
Reggie?
That's how you introduce him. My weak
horse.
Did he take the trip with us?
Yeah, was he on the train?
He was on the train.
Wait, how do you have a horse?
Weak horse.
Oh, weak horse, please. I'm not a millionaire.
Right. How do you have a weak horse?
I'm a doctor and I was in the army.
Okay. So it's not a. I was wondering if it was a resource level thing.
What are you not picking up on here? He's a doctor.
Now,
of course there's a weak horse.
There's an element of this game that we might do that because this is a one shot we won't touch on, but if we ever were to come back, we would. And that is that this castle is like your headquarters, and you can upgrade it in between missions by putting like rooms and shit that have benefits when you go on investigations.
Cool.
I like that.
But because that it only happens when like you've already completed stuff,
right?
You don't have it yet, but you do start off with 2 upgrades to the society's building, and that is you have the library. The society's library is open, and Linnea snaps her fingers, and down the stairs creaks, hunched over with a lantern in hand, an old butler with graying hair and a bald spot. And Linnea says, "Gentlemen, this is Algot Frisk, the caretaker of this castle."
Oh, hey there, Algot.
Yeah, I go running up to Algot and I extend my hand for him to shake it.
He kind of squints at you, looks at your hand. He puts one finger out and touches your hand and moves his finger up and down.
I do this. I do the same thing. I just like ET phone home him to his finger, and then I turn around and I go, "I like this guy. This guy gets it. This guy gets it."
I motioned to Algot to come to me, and I'm like, "I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. I need you to pen a letter, write it to my family. Get them over here. They will help with all this mold and mildew and shit. We need to get this fucking out. We need to clean this place up. I cannot live here if I'm gonna fucking be inhaling this shit. I will cover the expenses. Don't worry about it. It's mine."
Thank you, kind sir. And he starts profusely just kissing the back of your hand.
So, Algot, we're gonna be friends, but I'm not that friendly.
Algot, I think what you've done with the place is great. This is the nicest thing I've ever seen.
Thank you, kind boy. I have tried my hardest.
You're doing a great job, dog.
Squib stays on the far side of the room.
Is he scared?
He's just gonna pretend like he's busy like fixing his floppy light bulb, but he's just uncomfortable.
He just doesn't like Algot.
Yeah, it's like when you don't want a social interaction, so you look at your phone, except it's in the 1800s, so you have a floppy light bulb.
This code for this, you're just kind of jerking it.
Yeah. No, that would Little Bulge would never.
Your name's not helping your case.
Well, Linnea says, "We will take care of all of this. All of these things for you."
That sounds pretty fucking cool with the whole room thing.
We will start cleaning the castle. We will make it great once again, like the old days.
And what were the old days?
At the height of the society's power.
Make Finland great again.
Touch on this a bit. Is the work we're about to do like very dangerous? I have a lot of people that depend on me.
Oh, it can be, yes, very dangerous.
Oh, come on, Doc, you'll be fine.
It sort of perks up.
Well, I do like it so far.
I haven't felt the rush in quite some time.
I gotta practice.
An hour.
People depend on me. Doctors are hard.
We usually play D&D.
Fuck them kids.
Says, "Sir, you will be saving many through this work."
All right. If you think this, if my talents are more necessary here than full time at Stockholm, then
you have a talent that a rare few have. Not many can fill your spot in this place.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Thank you.
Ain't that right, Reggie?
Reggie
That's my boy.
That's a weak horse if ever I've heard one.
When he neighs, you can like count his ribs. That's how malnourished.
It looks like it hurts.
I swear to God, I feed him.
So a couple days go by. You're all able to settle into rooms and get your family in there. And some cleaning has been done. When Linnea calls you all together and says, Society, we have received our first mission. And if you go to your handout, she hands out a letter to all of you.
Count Konstantin Konstantinovich.
Oh my God!
What a name!
What a name!
Hey.
From just the name, I can tell this person's richer than our brigadier general here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not a count yet.
Well, no, you would be like Brigidette. Brigidier.
Brigidinovich.
Yeah, all my names would be connected.
Yeah.
Names are actually fucking insane, I will say. Like, it's like your father's name and then your grandfather's name with a bitch at the end. I don't know.
It's insanity. So do we read it individually here?
I mean, you can read it individually. You can read it out. One of you can read it out loud. The cursive's hard.
Yeah.
I can attempt to read it out loud.
Yeah.
My name is Konstantin Konstantinovich, Count of
Yamberg
and Ingria, west of St. Petersburg in the Russian Empire. Your society's reputation is known far and wide. Really?
It's been 2 days.
he little does he know, he knows about the old society.
Oh, we got the rep.
Far, I believe, but wide, I don't know about that.
Among those who seek to observe the unseen and understand the inexplicable, I have the utmost respect of your work, and like you, I seek answers to the mysteries of the cosmos. Well, I'm just concentrating on this planet here. At the midwinter blot.
Blot, I'm assuming.
Yeah, blot.
I am hosting a gathering which I believe be of interest to you. Conclavum sub rosa. The meeting brings together individuals of different backgrounds with a shared interest in the supernatural who seek a deeper. Is this just like VisionCon? Like this just
yeah.
Who seek a deeper understanding through the process of alchemy. It would be a great honor and pleasure to have the society grace our gathering with its presence. I shall wait for you at my residence outside Yamberg on the 20th of December to discuss the secrets and mysteries of life. Yours sincerely, this is definitely not a trap. P.S. All things are connected.
I trust him completely.
Is Linnea still around?
Yeah.
Can I show her the letter and ask her if she knows anything about this person or this convention or?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, she says,
It's a wee bit suspicious.
She says he indeed has quite a reputation. He's known for his imaginative fairy tale poems and his studies of the supernatural. Unfortunately, he is quite reclusive outside of those little things we know about him. He does not show up in regular society gatherings very much. It has mainly a reputation in the occult.
Occult?
The occult.
Oh, the occult, not a cult.
No.
I'm
pretty much
a cult.
Can I take a closer look at the letter? An investigation look?
Dust for prints. Look for
Yeah,
cum. Black light for. Are you blacklighting for cum?
Do you have a black light? Can you turn
No,
your
I have a
floppy
floppy
light bulb into a black light?
That's the floppy light 2.0. Oh, look at that.
Oof. I mean, through your keen eye and knowledge, this looks like just a legitimate, straight up letter. Handwritten.
Wow, good work.
Can confirm this is a form of communication.
This is a letter.
You do not see any hints of a code or, secret messages within the borders, anything like that.
Linnea, do you think we have any reason to be uneasy?
I think any man with interest in the occult is one to be a little careful around, but I see no reason to just be immediately write him off.
You know what they say, it's not easy being cheesy.
Do you guys want me to
It's not easy being green.
A seance to predict our future? Or get attacked.
That's the thing. Oh, right.
Oh, we get attacked? Oh, that might be...
not only I could get inaccurate information, attacked, or suffer a condition.
Oh, so like a bunch of bad things or maybe something not bad.
Yeah.
Before we
take my gun out.
You can discuss this medium thing a little. I just got to drop a back in a sec.
You got a what?
I got to
I assume poop.
Gotta drop a number 2.
You did cut out just as.
Yeah. At the end of that sentence, every time.
Yeah, so I guess we're...
If you want to do a seance, I'm not opposed.
Say, sorry, we haven't been to Russia for some time, not since that last war there.
It's been quite a bit. Those damn Ruski bastards. I can only imagine that they're going to be.
I think all of our characters are the college.
Oh, man. When have they not been?
All their shitty kings and czars. They're probably going to be fucking... I don't even know what you would call it. Communist? Who knows?
What, like people in a commune?
Yeah, like one of those crazy motherfuckers. Thinking that like everybody can run everything. We need power.
Couldn't be me.
Never.
I'm gonna investigate to see if our host here has a gun I can steal.
Ooh.
How good is your range combat?
Define how good.
Well, like your skills and attributes.
Oh, range combat is 0. Let me tell you.
Oh.
So is mine.
But my precision.
What's your ranged combat, Oric?
Mine is +2 in skills, and then precision is 4, and then I have a revolver that gives me a bonus of 2.
Oh, shit.
That's how your boy shoots some coins out of the air.
Yeah, I don't even have a weapon.
I have a dagger.
I have a saber and a pistol.
Alex is going to get back and it's going to look like we're fighting each other. Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew.
David Blaine's hiding under the corner, under the table.
Stop resisting. I'm using force.
Whoa.
Oh my.
Whoa. That's got all the range.
Bonus 20.
24 die. 35 die.
You had the same amount though.
Something's afoot.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot of die.
I thought it would show all of them.
That's why I did 69. That's like an awful percent right there.
Yeah, 3 successes on 20 gajillion.
Wait, yeah, you had a terrible success rate. What the fuck is happening?
That must just not log in.
Yeah, I don't think it knows what that number is.
Okay, so wait, are we doing the medium?
20 quadrillion.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I feel like we should only use it if we're desperate. If something bad can happen.
What if I just lock myself in a room and I'll take the risk alone?
I mean, if you want to take that risk there, David Blaine, but
Doc, you know me.
I do know you.
We do have a relationship.
We've known each other for some explicit amount of time.
You're my go-to doctor for when tricks don't go according to plan.
Yes, and I must wonder, is this one of your tricks that you try?
Only one way to find out, brother.
So the whole point of it is to see the future?
I can predict people's future and contact the dead.
We could also just go there and let the future happen.
You guys are no fun. All right, fine.
I'm not stopping you. If you want to lock yourself in a room and do it.
No. Let's let the future happen.
Time is linear.
Before we leave, I go over to my boy Elgort and I give him a little finger wiggle again.
Yeah, as the couple days have passed, you and Elgort have like formed a kind of secret language between the two of you with hand signs and fist bumps.
Yeah, I give him a little finger wiggle.
I walk up to Linnea and I'm like, I feel more comfortable going to Russia if, do you have like a gun you can lend me?
Well, so now we come to the arming yours or the preparation part of the adventure, the investigation. So this is where your resources come.
All right.
Your resources basically are like the amount of things you can buy before a investigation.
Oh, so we roll resources?
Yeah, let me see if that's correct. Because then you would only get one. So that doesn't seem right.
Why do I only have one resource die?
That represents the coin that I gave back to you after shooting the one coin.
Is there a page that we should be looking at?
Your resources value indicates how much capital you have at your disposal. However you enjoy a nice at the table on the next page shows in-game events that affect your living standards will change the value. Normally you start with lower value for your archetype, however you raise skill points. See chapter. I'm trying to see if it's just the amount you get or die.
Do I only have one resource die because I'm a poor son of a bitch?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That is correct.
That's right.
Components of a mystery. Was under the okay, preparations. Before traveling to a location, the player characters have a chance to.
He's dead.
Chapter 6. God damn, where the fuck am I looking at this?
Yeah, we're jumping around here.
Yeah. It's like in high school textbooks when someone writes, go to page 70.
Oh, dude, I did that all the
42, time. And then you go through like 20 pages, and then there's just a dick drawn on something.
Yeah, that's not inaccurate, actually.
Equipment in the headquarters?
Yeah, equipment in the head. What the fuck?
Yeah, wait, I don't see it in chapter 6.
Yeah, I don't either. Where is this? I'm looking for the preparation.
Yeah, which takes you to chapter 9, which then takes you to chapter 6.
Yeah. And I see like resource amount next to items, but is it just I think it might just be the number you have, not like you, right? Like that seems crazy that you would have to roll for resources again.
Yeah. I remember seeing some sort of table.
Yeah, I do too, but I can't remember where it was.
No.
If it's just the number you get, though, why would you be able to roll resources?
Yeah,
PDF change?
But that might just be like they had to do that to put the table into Roll20. You know?
Why does this PDF that I have say Britain and Ireland? The last one we had was Nordic role-playing, it said. Is it a different PDF?
There's two different PDFs in there.
Oh. They both open to the same thing. Yeah.
They shouldn't.
No, there's even one higher up.
Oh.
I think he's looking at the ones that have like the magician thing in it.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, I really don't know where the fuck this thing is. Oh wait, preparatory equipment. Oh, I think I found it.
What page?
73.
I could have sworn it was.
Equipment is mostly obtained through contacts and status, represented by your resource value. Your party is expected to procure equipment for the expedition at the start of the mystery before you head out. It is part of the preparation phase. Each player rolls the number of dice indicated by the character's resource value. Number of successes is used to purchase equipment. Oh yeah, shit.
Oh wow. Alright, so we just click resources.
Oh, we get a +1 automatically? What's that modifier from resource there?
What is that modifier? The bonus, yeah.
Yeah, I would assume that means if you're...
Is it capital is like just you get that as a bait? No.
Yeah, it looks like capital's a base.
Yeah, each player may also decide to move points from their free capital, but they will then have less money to spend during the mystery.
Oh. So then what's the +1?
The bonus. Where do
we keep track of our capital?
Is there a little section to keep track of capital?
I don't see it.
Weapons.
Money is a weapon. Yeah, I guess just put it in weapons.
What is that bonus? Where would it say?
Capital.
Maybe it is just a bonus to the number you roll.
So I would have 2.
Yeah, and even if... Wait, that's so brutal for Destitute. Even if you roll a success, you get nothing.
Also, I'll put... Actually, wait. Wouldn't it be you just make the modifier 1, which means you roll 1 more die?
No, because it's automatically a success, I think.
Oh, it is? Okay. Because I just know when I click resources, it has the little modifier or input value for modifiers come up.
Yeah, because it's like, even if you roll 4 die and financially stable...
Whoa! So I get 4.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Buy me a gun.
Liam, you're well off or well?
Yeah.
So you
I'm
get
6. Whichever one 6 is.
Yeah, so you get 3.
All right, so I got 4.
You get 1, Matt.
Yeah.
Did Alejandro roll?
Keeping the poor.
So I get 2 total then.
How do you get 2 total? I thought you were middle class. Oh, you made yourself well off too, right?
No, I'm middle class. I rolled 1 success.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Frank. Never mind. Yeah.
That's not even a real roll since Frank is destitute.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
What can I buy with 2?
You can donate successes.
Yo, Oric.
Well, what can I buy with 4? That's the question.
A gun. For me.
Or.
So availability is the cost.
Availability is the resource cost.
Okay.
So, okay. So I look through the equipment thing.
Yeah.
I see.
I got some fine wine here for your work with your name on it.
I feel like we should get some bandages.
I have medical equipment.
Okay.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Bro, I could get a strong horse.
No, you can't. You can't one up, Reggie. He's our mascot.
Wait, so when you get this preparation, is that something that you keep with your character, like for the next one?
Yeah. Well, I mean, depends on what the item is and if you use
we
it.
could buy armor.
Let's take a look at that.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
Where's armor?
It's on the page opposite equipment. The page before it.
The opposite.
Yeah.
The opposite of 74s.
Well, I'm looking at it in the book. Physical.
Okay, so I could get medium armor, but that makes me less agile. I could get heavy armor.
2 chairs for my 2 points.
So what is my agility? Oh, okay. My agility is 0, so it would give me a -3.
What are you planning to buy there, Bridgie? So if you throw 1 point my way, I can get a musket.
If I get a strong horse, I'll give you a musket. But I'm still looking.
Nah, I don't need a gun for this mission. I'm gonna probably just buy some light armor, maybe.
Could get a camera used to gain knowledge about a place with learning or investigation.
How good is this camera?
It gives you a +2 bonus on something. Is that just +2 on learning?
Cameras are huge for this time period. You're fucking walking around with
That's a good question.
Just
maybe
+2 when you use it to roll learning or investigation.
Yeah, okay. And also +2 hours for that photo to develop to actually look.
Yeah, how do cameras work?
It's a spirit camera.
Spirit camera?
I don't know.
I mean, I'll buy a spirit camera. I think I might get the camera. And then I have one thing left. Opera glasses. Hunting trap, tinderbox.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna probably buy some light armor.
Okay, so for the equipment and all that stuff, I get my 1/6 plus the 2 bonus.
Yeah.
To buy whatever I want, and then I have 5 capital to buy anything during a mission.
Yes, but you can also shift that 5 capital to your prep and not have it.
So I could have up to $8 reduced to spend.
Oh yeah, so I could just buy myself a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna buy myself a gun.
I bought a camera and a hurricane lamp.
Fucking what?
Can I say that the hurricane, when I use the hurricane lamp as a bonus, I'm really using my dangly light bulb for roleplay purposes?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna buy a revolver.
I'm gonna change the name of hurricane lamp to floppy light bulb.
I'm gonna buy
while all you guys are doing this, I poured a little water on the ground and I'm sitting in a puddle.
Can you imagine in real life? I was like, what the fuck?
Just to make myself feel like I'm at home again.
Why do you need to be damp?
David Blaine does have a room that he sleeps in the castle.
And it's always a puddle in the corner.
I'm ready to go.
You know those memes that are like, you walk into a guy's apartment and this is all he needs. It's like a fold-out chair and like a TV.
Yeah.
The meme for me is just like a puddle on the ground. This is all a man needs.
Yeah. Men live like this and think it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm also ready.
Did Ollie buy anything? Is he here?
Ollie hasn't said anything since.
Have I light armor?
Oh,
I don't know. You have to roll. Did you?
Did you roll?
Nope.
Yeah, you have to roll resources.
I think Ale is destitute too, though, isn't he?
Oh, then probably. He's a woodland nymph.
I mean,
Not a lot of money in squirrel hunting.
he sells rabbits.
Yeah.
It's true.
Players can pool their resources and
numbered extra
distribute
resources
success to other players if wanted.
It's
very easy to lose equipment or have it
One.
destroyed. Okay.
Yeah.
I was asking that because I'm like, do I want a horse now that I can afford it? Wait, can you? So if I didn't spend anything on this roll, would I have that point for the next roll?
No, these are just.
Okay, so you can't save up.
You can't bank your preparation resource.
Ollie, your resources should be 2.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, hunters have a minimum of 2, right?
So you actually can roll.
Hey, you have a chance.
Got a chance. No, all right, never mind.
Never mind.
At least you don't get a
That
negative.
won't that much.
I assume you have a gun already, though, right?
I think
Yeah, he's got
Hunter should
rifle.
come with a gun.
I just gave myself a musket. I don't know if I should have one.
You should have a rifle.
Yeah, you have a rifle.
Also, did you take the hunting knife or the hunting dog? Do you have the dog?
I'm taking the dog.
All right, you've had a dog this whole time.
Woof. Where are we buying these items
I had a dog the whole time.
Is there a section on the sheet for capital so you can keep track of that?
No.
They said no, but I would add one.
All right, yeah.
So what are we keeping? How do you keep track of capital?
I'm just putting it as a weapon.
I did it as equipment.
Yeah, but like, so what is it?
You can
Money.
use it. Yeah, it's money that you can use when we're like on the mission.
So how much do I have?
Where's that? It's based on your like your resources standard.
Yeah. What's your resources?
5.
So you have 3 capital.
Ah, okay.
Do I have any?
No. You don't get anything. Damn.
Rich get richer, man. Poor get poorer, dude.
Frank, do you need any equipment? I can buy it for you.
Nah, I don't need shit.
It is so funny that the bonus for destitute is -1. It is literally that the poor cannot.
So does capital stack over time? Or no?
I mean, I think it's like per mission, per investigation, you know?
Right, but
It's
so like if I don't spend any capital, the next time I have that.
I mean, I don't really know, actually. It doesn't really say. I mean, I would assume technically it probably resets to make it so that you don't just buy fucking everything preparation or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. We can cross that bridge when we
get it. Won't matter. Won't be it for a while.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
No one wanted to share their money.
I'm ready.
People on your team.
I mean, nobody said they wanted anything.
I have 1 extra capital for in mission purposes.
Hashkidro can have it if he wants. I'm a simple man that comes from nothing, so I'm used to it.
As long as you got a puddle, you're happy.
I'm a happy boy.
Okay, I'll take it.
So I go to Nania and I'm like, so how are we getting to Russia from here?
You will need to take a boat to St. Petersburg, and then it seems the Count has prepared a coach to take you to his manor.
All right, I do like sports.
You will leave on the morrow. So yeah, you guys can get a nice rest in. Well, I mean, you spend the day gathering.
So then theoretically, I would not keep this camera and
things you need.
hurricane lamp.
And then turn in.
Put that
for an early rise in the morning. Take the boat trip to St. Petersburg. So just something that you guys might want to read about how you roll skills is on page 39. In particular, pushing, I would say.
Yes, I do recall.
Pushing the roll.
Basically, you can roll again if you take like one of those conditions.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, I remember reading that.
Johan's enjoying the boat trip. It's been a while since he's been outside of Sweden, so he's appearing more jolly.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys,
it's
actually just an enjoyable boat ride to St. Petersburg.
I don't have any war flashes back from.
There were brutal wars in between Finland and St. Petersburg. So
yeah, no, I mean, me and Bridgie over here.
Oh yeah, we know. We know it much too well.
Yeah, we did a tour.
I like this lake called Peepus.
Funny thing, it's probably a real lake.
Yeah, probably. All right, that's this year's Nashville. Next year's Peepus.
Next year's Peepus.
I mean,
in Estonia.
It's close to Russia, but I like
it. Yeah, maybe we'll wait a few years on Peepus, but
yeah.
Finland though, I'd go to Finland.
Yeah, I go to Finland.
I only want to go
hop, skip, and jump from Peepus. So
yeah, Peepus is a real place. Looks beautiful.
Really, honestly, I do really want to go to St. Petersburg too, but I just don't want to get arrested by the Russian government. So
yeah,
Peepus Lake in Europe.
It's like right on the fucking Russia border.
It's half in Estonia, half in Russia.
Right.
Yeah, that's a bit iffy. Peepus is iffy.
Not cash money.
Iffy Peepus.
So it's quite an uneventful boat trip. Our two military men apparently don't have PTSD flashbacks.
Oh, I think
not yet. Not yet.
I always do.
Yeah.
They haven't occurred.
Yeah, and as you pull up to the docks in St. Petersburg, it begins to snow. The air is cool, and you soon find yourself hailed down by a stagecoach.
Yes. Are you with the Count Constantine Constantinople?
I prefer Istanbul.
The coachman looks confused.
He's like, "Oh, I misspoke. Excuse me. It's been a long boat trip from Stockholm, but you're with Count Constantine Konstantinovich."
He says, yes. Konstantin Tantinovich.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yes.
Fucking Christ, guy.
Stumbles over the name too.
Let's just all call him the Count from here on.
Konstantinovich.
But standing before you is a skinny man with steel in his eyes. He's of average height with dark brown hair and a thick mustache and a haggard face. He is bundled in thick animal pelts that he wears over his winter coat, and beads of ice have started to form on his mustache.
Cool.
He introduces himself as the coachman Ilya Ermakov. Ilya Ermakov. Nice to meet you there, Ilya. Say, how long a ride is it to this convention?
It will take a bit depending on the weather.
Yes, it is winter.
The winter has been particularly brutal this year. So I just want you to be prepared for that.
I immediately take out my magnifying glass and investigate the snow.
That's
looks cold.
No, yeah, it looks real cold.
I succeed.
Yeah.
I succeed.
Can I do an observation check on Ilya?
Yeah, sure.
Kind of get a read on him. No.
Well, he loads in your luggage and says, "We will be picking up others on the way."
Oh, there are more guests en route here.
He grunts in assent to that statement.
Do you happen to know who that may be? Growling at it.
Not really. I don't question the count.
Does that say my name?
You know their names.
Does it say Nova on the map right there?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. There's a place called Nova.
Yeah.
Well, he says, I believe a woman named Vilma. Vilma of Zimt.
Dude, this really is Scooby-Doo.
Vilma is coming to help us.
It's literally the title of my stream. Is this Scooby-Doo?
So I'm very looking much forward to meeting this Vilma.
Jinkies.
Bless you.
So yeah, he loads you in and then flicks the horses and they go tromping off into
he flicks
Central.
Them?
What?
He flicks them?
Flicks them with a little whip thing,
okay. So now
my weak horse follows in back.
Dude, wait, you brought your weak horse?
And the weak horse.
Yeah.
He's, what is it called? It's a support weak horse.
Yeah, he's in my inventory.
He's in your inventory. It's just like in your backpack.
I guess you could have ordered it, but I feel like that would have been expensive.
It's like how dogs can't be on the subway unless they fit in a bag. You just have a horse in a bag.
Yeah, I go everywhere with the Reggie. Also, that makes zero sense too. I don't actually have
that. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna. Do you really have Reggie? Like, we can say that you made arrangements, but I'm gonna take some money. I'm gonna say it costs money.
All right, no, I would have left Reggie behind to be taken care of by my practice.
Yeah. Okay. So
all right, that's not something I would am expecting from this campaign, but I guess
a restaurant with the name Talon engraved on it down by the river.
If I end up with a tree branch on it,
I think that's what the river is. What it says, or not. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's Narva.
And a lone woman enters the cab after Ilya takes her luggage.
It's a lovely orange sweater on there.
Yeah. She's an orange dress.
I was like, how do you know what she's wearing? Oh.
Yeah. She has light brown hair pulled back in a beautiful bun in the fashion of the time. Inquisitive, bright green eyes. Wears the fine orange dress of an ogre.
Does she have glasses?
No.
Whoa. Breaking from tradition.
She can't see, guys.
She's like feeling her way in the car.
She introduces herself as Miss Vilma af Zimt.
How old is this Vilma? Is she like?
I mean, she looks young. She doesn't look very old.
So, Vilma, what are you local here to Narva? Do you speak Swedish?
She does speak Swedish, but she just you ask her about one thing and she launches backstory, like no hesitation.
Mm.
So She is the daughter of General Peter Vaesen, who paid for her to study painting in Paris, where she became known for her abstract symbolist paintings. She's also very interested in the occult and the esoteric. As she's traveling through Europe, she came into contact with, oh my God, what is that word?
What the fuck?
Rosicrucians, as well as the founders of Theosophy, with whom she maintains active correspondence.
Squip is just nodding and like making sounds whenever she says anything, as if he has any fucking clue what she's talking about.
And she says, I founded a book club surrounding the use of medicines and herbs to appease the love god and increase sexual performance.
Now you got Squip Little Bulge's attention.
Oh, you got some herbs? Did I hear?
He goes, I hope you're all okay with rectal insertions.
Boy,
goes running up to the front of the line.
Bends over.
She scans the group and looks just.
I may be famous for my little bulge, but the secrets are what lies behind them.
Vilma, do you have any of the herbs on you? Can I see them?
She just pulls out like a very like spiky looking like herb.
Can I hold it?
Jar. Yeah, you can hold it.
All right, and I go, wow, this is beautiful, but it would be more beautiful if it looked like this, and I want to turn it into a flower.
Right. Do your stealth thing then.
Oh
God! And then I get on, and then I hand it to her, and I say, "Nice to meet you. I'm David Blaine."
Can I investigate him and see where the actual thing went?
His butt.
You know where it went.
Can I just like immediately know where the trick is broken?
I feel like he would have to beat my roll, no?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see.
Definitely, it's gonna.
Oh, Ty.
Oh, well, Ty. What does Ty go to here?
The runner.
Oh, yeah.
Am I the runner?
I think per rules it's a reroll, but
yeah.
Oh, really?
But whose reroll would it be? Probably the second person to roll is reroll.
Or do we both reroll?
I was thinking both reroll.
Maybe both reroll, but you still did the thing. But this is to see if you guys.
This is just to see if I see, because my relationship with you is generally unimpressed by his magic tricks. So I'm trying to see if that maintains.
All right, David Blaine, roll stealth against invest.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Yeah. I'm not gonna be an asshole. I don't like point out where it is, but I see it. I know.
So Vilma claps her hands though at the trick and just goes, David Blaine, you said your name was? I won't forget it. The Count will love to see your magics.
Plural.
Well, I would love to do my magics for the Count. Also, here's your spiky thing back. I didn't actually. I don't want to steal. I don't want to steal from you.
And says, thank you very much. I can't wait. I hope we get to speak to ghosts at the Count's manor.
Have you had a lot of experiences?
Oh, yes. I speak with ghosts all the time.
Did they ever say anything interesting?
No, they mainly talk about, I don't know, being dead, I guess.
I think that would probably be at the front of my mind, too, being a ghost.
And sex, surprisingly.
Oh.
A lot comes back to that.
I know. Horny little Vilma.
I think an Austrian fellow might get really interested in that.
In sex?
Yes.
Peepus.
That's pretty neat.
Peepus.
Mark my word, Johann. It all comes back to sex.
I'm a man of principle, and I try to keep on the straight and narrow.
Well, I respect that, even if I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I look longingly out for where my horse would be if I brought him.
What does your horse have to do with sex and being on the straight and narrow? Exactly.
Nothing like that.
I think it's all like that.
At this point, you guys have sort of like ridden out of the city, and time is passing. The darkness begins to fall, and it's getting really cold. The temperature is dropping.
Damn, son, it's cold out here.
Yeah, I shoot my gun every now and then for warmth.
You guys all huddled together.
Nuzzle the barrel.
Under the pelts in the carriage, so you got some nice winter pelts in the carriage.
I'd take a pelt.
Yeah, and the frost begins to form in beautiful patterns on the small glass windows. The carriage sways and rocks, and eventually there's nothing but endless fir trees outside the window. David Blaine and Squip kind of doze off slightly.
Hunk chew.
Well, as people doze off, I stealthily stealth.
And what do you
Pick his nose.
I'm not going to tell since I don't think anyone's going to catch me.
Okay. Johan does something very stealthily. I guess.
What?
I seem happier now. After I did it.
Gross.
Ew.
That's not sex.
Wait, he did something with the horse.
Oh no.
No wonder why it's so weak all the time.
Years of this torment and abuse.
It's a bad rep going around.
Yeah, you fuck horses.
I don't fuck horses.
Rumor has it.
It just fits into my backstory. It's just none of you know my backstory.
Aoife is gonna have a song about how some dude somewhere else fucks horses.
Alex, if you want to know what I just did, just look at my character sheet.
Okay. That's ominous.
Did you take a gun?
What did you do? Where am I looking on your character sheet?
Well, I mean, Dark Secret.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, no one noticed you.
Yeah, it definitely says fucks horses in there.
That's not sex, really. Alex, you can confirm this. It's not sex.
He does not fuck horses.
Yeah, but
I think Alex also fucks horses. This is a conspiracy of horse fuckers.
Horses of the flock.
Horse fuckers.
Alright, yeah, so people are dozing.
People are dozing. Johan seems happy and dazed, and then all of a sudden the horses neigh, and you hear a loud curse in Russian. The stagecoach rocks heavily, and without warning, characters are violently thrown around as the carriage flips over and tumbles down a slope.
Nope.
All of you must make an agility test.
Oh, Jesus.
Agility is not my forte.
Yikes.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, agility.
Oh, jeez. Ale, no.
How did I pass and Ale didn't?
All right. Everyone who didn't make it, you are thrown from the carriage.
Ouch.
Zoinks.
Jinkies.
Jeez.
How does health work? I never figured this.
I assume it's like just starts exhausted and then battered and then wounded.
Do you have that in your character sheet?
We have like check boxes. Yeah.
Where?
So I assume you would get like battered or something or wounded.
Conditions, yeah. I mean,
being automatically like wounded or battered would be pretty rough, though.
Yeah.
Well, a guy in my chat said that he had his arm turn into a tree, so I think this game might be rough.
Yo, sick.
Like an evergreen or?
I didn't say. It was a red oak.
A red oak.
Very side heavy.
Red oak's decent.
Oh, it was a branch.
For, construction. Well, branches aren't good for construction.
Yeah.
Can't.
Which was then snapped off.
Fucking brutal.
By like a fucking beaver. Just
chasing through the woods by a bunch of
pack of beavers. There's plenty of other trees. They just really want his arm tree.
Damn, I'm trying to find help. Because those are conditions. I think those are different.
Ash tree. What's an ash tree? Is that a real tree?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, if you even have like that help.
We have ash at a.
It is.
Do you just control F help?
I've never heard of that.
Oh, you have a real book. Never mind. Just control F for a real book.
Okay. I don't know. It's because it says you will roll 3 die for those who remain inside the carriage and 6 for those who are ejected.
So we're all gonna insta die. Or turn into a tree.
We're already dead.
Some of us have armor.
Yeah. I think falling damage, which is what this would be, means you don't. I mean, armor doesn't help.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Peepus.
Good.
Okay.
Peepus.
So it's just me and Ollie who are thrown. What about Vilma? Is she
I mean, she is hurt, but she's not. She's still in the carriage. I guess just roll the 6 die, I guess. Or I need 3d6 for the people in and 6d6 for the people out.
How do
I just roll 3d6 and we'll see what the individual rolls are.
How many for people that aren't out? It's 3 for. Okay.
3.
Oops. Oh, do you want actual numbers or like what I did?
No, it is still just like success versus.
Oh, okay. I just did the old.
How do I roll just 3 of them?
So we all so far. Well, I mean, everyone's rolled 1 success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, but it doesn't say if successes are good or bad in this scenario.
I would assume bad, since if the people falling off have to roll more.
Yeah.
It'd be more likely for something bad to happen.
They're good at.
Ally still has to roll.
Right. I'm swearing damage. Okay, I'm gonna look at damage. That's how
you just roll.
I kind of want to
go
be
to your dice modificator,
mouse-sized detective.
above your skills, and just type in 6, and then hit the dice modificator button to roll it.
I'm actually gonna Google this.
I hate that it's called dice modificator.
Yeah,
not a fucking word.
It's 100% be modifier.
I don't know if that's a word or not, but it sounds like they made it up.
It totally does sound like a made up word. So just roll 6 die, essentially, Ollie.
Am I having trouble?
No. Oh, no, not a 66.
Maybe in the armor, it will tell me.
So type it 6. All right, everyone's got 1 success.
Okay, so all of you rolled 1 success.
Which is most likely a bad thing.
Okay. 1 success to hit your dealing damage as indicated. The damage value shown is the number of physical conditions that afflict the enemy.
But we all just died.
I think you actually... Okay.
So if you got 4 physical conditions immediately, you're just
broken.
Defeated.
I think successes are bad in this case, which means you all get 1 physical condition. Show it.
Damn.
Oh. And which one is it?
I mean, it actually doesn't really matter. It only matters when you have all 4.
I'll just say battered, I guess.
Well, I would think each condition does something different, no?
Yeah, they sound different.
That only comes when you get a serious injury.
Okay.
And that's when they do. Basically, if you get all 4 of one of either physical or mental, you become broken, either physically or mentally, and then you get a critical injury, which is like a long last. Actually, it may or may not just outwardly kill you if you don't get it treated.
Sweet. Okay. Are we exhausted now?
I'm saying I'm battered.
Yeah, I'm saying battered.
Okay.
So yeah, you're all so Hashik and Johan go just flying out of the carriage. So the rest of you just bang around on the side of it, and they get tossed out into the snowbank. Johan is like, when you're like face down, you're like head down in the snow and legs are like sticking.
Face down, ass up.
Yeah.
Just how Johan likes it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
So Vilma has a bump on her head, and Ilya seems completely unharmed, but the carriage is like lying in a large snowdrift on the side of the road with all the luggage scattered on the ground.
Can I look around to see what might have been the cause of the crash?
You kind of, yes, you can.
Is it dark?
It's super fucking dark. You
All
can only really see your breath.
I use my lamp.
It's dark.
I use my floppy light bulb. Investigate or what am I doing?
I would say investigate.
All right.
Like. It's way too dark. And it's just like everything's covered in snow.
Damn.
You can't really know what happened.
I dust myself off and get up. I'm just like, and then I walk up to Ilya. I'm like, what happened, Ilya?
He curses in Russian, spits, and we hit a root. After he says that, deep from in the woods, you hear a wolf howl.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Fucking shit.
Yeah, Alex, can you enact that howl? I just want to really put myself. Thank you.
Wow. Something's wrong with that wolf.
That was fucked up.
How does the hunting dog react to the sound of the wolf? Does he also howl? And if so, I want you to do that howl as well.
Well, that's
his wolf.
Yeah, Alejandro brought his dog, then he has to do that.
You're responsible for the sounds.
His dog, but I can't bring my weak horse.
Well, a dog and a horse.
It's a lot more practical. We all know you want to get laid, but
that's don't fuck horses.
Come on, guys.
I'll believe it when
one time.
We should. How far away are we from the count?
Pretty far, and it is freezing out.
Are there any towns nearby that we could stop for?
The snow is falling heavier and heavier. Ilya shivers and pulls his
we'll have fun
tighter.
with
He says
Cthulhu.
he knows.
Thanks for
I
coming
know
by.
of a place where we can find shelter for the night. We must get there.
The Brigadier General says out loud, "This sounds like a trap," and then just goes, "But we're gonna die if we don't." So,
Can I grab a pelt for warmth?
So here, you're not gonna have a lot of time. You can pick up one item. They're all scattered. Your luggage is scattered all over. You can pick one item that you brought with you.
So
I would.
Wait, so all the shit I bought
all
is
of our
scattered
equipment?
around?
Yeah, I mean, you can choose to get more, but
even the stuff that like we had before we bought stuff.
Everything that you have, except your memento.
Yo, that's fucked.
So wait. Question. Oh, so like all my equipment.
Yeah.
All your equipment. Everyone's equipment. And you can stick around to try to get more, but you feel the cold just really like sinking in and getting worse and worse.
I go for my medical equipment, and then I'm like, I really want my gun.
I go for my gun. So my gun fell out of my holster. It's not like attached to me.
Nope. Everything got flung.
All right.
I'm staying for 4 things that I have.
I'm staying for one thing.
Fourth. Okay.
I don't want to fucking lose my weapons and the shit that I bought.
Okay.
I am grabbing my dagger.
Why are we in a hurry? Because of the wolves?
Cold.
Oh.
Yeah, cold.
In my mind, there's a wolf out there. I want my gun.
I mean, I got a gun. Right. Maybe I'll stay for 2 things: get the gun and get a pelt. Because it seems like we're in the middle of nowhere, right?
Would be worth it at this point, but I'm definitely getting my medical equipment, and I'm going to stay for my gun. So I'm staying for 1 extra thing.
All right. If you guys are all staying for, I'm grabbing my dagger and staying for my crystal ball.
All right. Well, I'm grabbing my pistol and I'm staying for my provisions and tinderbox. I'll leave 1 thing.
Tinderbox is
I know that's going to be pretty important.
Yeah.
I guess I'll get my revolver and stay for my camera.
What's your
should I stay with
my?
Well, yeah, or I'll stay with my. I'll stay for my hurricane lamp because it's dark. It might help.
Okay, so for each additional item, you're gonna have to pass a force test.
Oh. Do we now? So if we fail, we don't get the item.
No, you can get the item even if you fail, but you're gonna get a penalty.
Where's the? Oh, there it is.
Yes.
All right,
let's go.
I only got 1 penalty for my 2 things.
Okay.
Oh, Squip, you're not so good at the force thing.
No.
And remember, you can push if you really want to push the roll.
Wait, how do you only get 1?
Yeah, wait, because I have physique 2, so shouldn't it have rolled 2?
Yeah.
But it didn't.
Or wait. Yeah, wait. I should have had another roll too.
Condition penalty. Condition penalty is 1. Looks like if you have a condition, you'll use the die.
So since we're battered, where you lose a dice.
Yeah.
So rewinding, can I say that I'm not getting my crystal ball?
Ollie, what are you staying behind for?
His dog.
Yeah, wait, do you have to go find your dog, or does the dog?
You guys really only needed 1 success to pass. Okay, so everyone who failed, the cold is just brutal. It's hurting your body. It's affecting your mind. You gain another physical condition. Also a mental one.
Oh, yeah, I'm booking it now.
Yeah.
And you become terrified.
What the fuck?
Is that different than frightened?
Yeah.
I already clicked frightened for mental.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense then that you also become terrified.
Okay.
You can choose to either flee, freeze, faint, or attack.
I'm gonna go with flee.
Yeah, flee.
All right. So you pick up your things, and then those of you who failed, just the cold breaks your mind. It's that cold. It's like crazy how cold. You've never experienced.
Oh god, the PTSD is hitting me.
And for everyone else, you see your compatriots, like you're all shivering, like, and it's taking everything you can to resist, even the ones of you that did. You see your compatriots pick up like one item and just break off into a run, screaming towards where Ilya pointed.
I see Liam's run by me.
The Brigadier General.
Like,
Yeah.
Russia, 1864. I remember.
Ilya just goes, "Oh, their mind is gripped by Father Winter."
Is this normal here? Last time I was in Russia, like it was cold, but it wasn't this cold.
Oh, this winter is bad. Worse than any I've ever known.
It's early December. That's really early for it to be this bad.
Yeah, Vilma goes. Vilma goes, very funny, Johann. Can we please get to this inn?
The Brigadier General is just sprinting, screaming, fuck, 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 fuck.
And Ilya follows, like, corresponding with his lantern as he leads you all. Because I'm assuming no one else is staying for another item.
Nope, I'm good.
Big no from all around.
Yeah. So yeah, it's still kind of like a grueling walk. So everyone's gonna need to make another force roll.
Oh Jesus!
That'll go well.
Fuck.
Do I even have a roll at this point?
Hey, thank God.
That's a good question. I don't know if you.
I don't think I do.
You automatically fail it. Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. Yeah, I failed too.
What a way to start.
Welcome to Russia.
Yeah. Russian winter.
You should have waited for spring.
Your physical and your mental. And
fucking hell. Well,
wait, so a failure is another physical and mental?
Yeah.
Okay. Wounded, and I'm fucking angry.
I'm frightened. This is some cold that I'm not used to.
Yeah, maybe I'm hopeless and frightened.
So who's rolling up with 3 physical?
Yo, I'm going straight to the sauna.
So, and you all roll up tired and battered.
I'm wounded too.
And you're many hours from the nearest village. You reach an inn surrounded by a deep pine forest. The coachman, Ilya, heads to the stable to tend to the horses. And in the dining room, well, you guys, I assume, go into the actual inn to get it.
Oh yeah, straight in. I'm on out of this cold.
Brr.
Are we supposed to see everything?
There's a blueprint.
Yeah.
It's first floor, second floor.
Looks like I'm looking for a condo right now.
So yeah, Ilya goes to the stables, and you guys enter into the main room again. There.
Where is the main room?
Is it this?
So, and as you guys kind of step in, the storm outside has grown even worse and worse. Seems like you cannot escape from the inn. And
is there an innkeeper?
Yeah, so stepping up to meet you is a tall man with broad shoulders and an easy smile. And he welcomes you. He says, "Hello, travelers. Quite a night for you to roll on into. My name is Axel Tirg."
We stopped rolling about half of the way over.
I'm the innkeeper, and he is, what does that mean, sir?
Liam grabs him by the shoulder, and he's like, "Jesus Christ, man, it's fucking cold out there."
Come in and warm yourselves by our fire. And he leads you into the dining hall.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, so you guys are no longer gripped by your intense need to flee.
Hell yeah.
Small victories.
Yeah. Axel, I think we were going to spend the night if that wasn't abundantly clear.
Of course. I would not send you out into this weather again.
Much appreciated.
Huddled around the fire in the dining hall are 3 other characters. 2 men dressed relatively similarly, dressed well. They have sort of a weathered look. One has long shoulder-length hair. They're both handsome dudes. The other shorter cropped hair and sort of just like a little bit of scruff, I guess. They introduce themselves as Daniel and Samuel Campbell. They're
Daniel and
the
Samuel?
Chicken noodle soup variety.
Daniel's the one with the shorter cropped hair. And he is the older of the 2 brothers. He kind of has he's got scars on his face, and he seems pretty well built. Probably, you would think maybe an ex-soldier.
All right.
His brother has longer hair. He's tall. And he seems much kinder and more open.
Okay.
They both introduce themselves. They're from England. Obviously.
Land of the Ingles.
Right.
The other is a old woman who introduces herself as Karen Kars.
Oh no, not a Karen.
Not a Karen.
What a bitch.
She has wavy white hair and wears what it looks to be a traditional dress and a beaded headdress. She's knitting.
What is she knitting?
It looks to be like a small little baby jacket or something.
She's a knitter.
Whoa.
Baby jacket.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
I greet everyone, and I'm like, we're so happy to have found this in. Our coach got completely destroyed because of a root, apparently. But we're just glad to be here.
Yeah, Ilya is not here. They welcome you all to the fire. There's like a bearskin rug in the fire.
Squip is in a fetal position on the bearskin rug.
Damn. What's wrong with him?
Oh, you know, exhausted, battered, wounded, frightened, and hopeless.
Yeah, I'm pretty disheveled myself.
Just to name a few.
Wait, how are you hopeless?
Oh, because I just immediately fail force.
I sit down next to the fire.
So do I.
In a chair, not
not on the floor.
People and gets on the fire. It is brutal out there.
I sit down in the chair and I look over at Johan and I go, yeah, I've never sat in one of these before.
David, it's like it's just a really fancy chair, is what you're saying?
Just chair.
Not even like a bench?
One of my assistants never offered you a chair while you're waiting to be my next...
They make me stand. I can't afford the chair. I can't afford the chair.
The chair is free. I need to talk to him about that. That wasn't my order.
How old are you?
19.
19 years old. Never sat in a chair.
Yeah. No. Did you sit at all on the boat?
No.
Not a chair, really. Though.
I didn't know how to use them. I've never.
David.
Because on the train, you would have been sitting in like a bench.
Never sat on a chair.
Never sat on a chair.
Never knew how. Never knew how. No one ever showed me.
Daniel Campbell is watching all this and just says, "You're an odd lot, aren't you?"
I'm not what? Excuse me?
An odd lot.
Oh. Yeah, you could say that. Sorry,
the Brigadier General goes. I know they're pretty strange.
I'm just clutching my dangly light bulb. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, I couldn't understand you, sir. I've got daggers in my ears, and I pull out a dagger from my ear.
I said, "Did you say ocelot?"
Pull out a dagger from your ear, and Daniel jumps up, pulls out a big combat knife carved with strange symbols, puts it to your throat, and just goes, "Sorceress! Sorcerer!"
Liam springs up and goes, "Hey, he's an idiot. Leave him alone. He doesn't mean any harm."
Can I see if I figured out how the trick was so that I could just like ruin the illusion?
Yeah.
Johan also rolls stealth again, just for same reasons as last time.
Okay, I'm too preoccupied being terrified to succeed.
I go, whoa. Take it easy there, bud. I mean, I would be angry too if I had a crystal ball in my ear and I pull a crystal ball out of his ear.
He goes, "Oh my God. I must have been cursed in my sleep. Was it you?"
This is just a little thing called magic.
I am aware of magic. I kill it when I see it.
You know, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot.
Johan's just staring at this situation glassy-eyed now.
Any of your compatriots a fan of my work? And I look over.
Finally, his brother gets up and just like kind of puts his hand on his brother's arm and lowers the knife and just, brother, he's just a street magician.
That I am.
Oh yes, yeah, of course. I'm sorry. I just magic, you know.
To be fair, if you killed me, you would have killed me the first time I sat in a chair, which
your life is complete.
Well, Samuel goes up to you, David Blaine, and says, "That was quite impressive," and extends his hand in greeting.
I shake his hand. Thank you, Samuel.
You don't mind my brother. He's had a tough life.
Oh, this is my first time sitting in a chair, so I understand.
Samuel just says, that can't be
possible. I would stand up to shake your hand, but I don't know how.
He's flabbergasted. He really, truly does not understand what
Johan introductions. He's like, "This is a really comfy chair, though. So, like, you've chosen a good chair to
lose my chair virginity too."
Yeah,
chair virginity.
Then Velma just goes, "Of course, chairs can have virginity as well. I never would have thought."
You're too horny.
Well, Velma, I could teach you a thing or two about everything.
She goes, I don't think that's very true. True, David. You did just say you never sat in a chair before, but I do think you have some things to teach me.
Indubitably.
You know what that word means, David?
No, I just sneezed. What are you talking about?
There you go.
My sneezes sound like high vocabulary.
What brings you guys to the end here?
Daniel just grunts. Samuel says, "Don't mind my brother. We're just looking into things."
Oh, we're also looking into things.
I know a thing or two about looking. I rise from the rug and I say, "Squip Little Bulge of Little Bulge Looking LLC. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance."
You got so excited.
I was borderline catatonic, and then someone said the word "looking," and that's all it took.
Set him off.
I'm gonna observe Daniel.
Sleeper cell.
I'm just gonna look at him.
He seems a little hesitant about something. You don't really need to be a great reader of men to know that. But yeah. He's obviously holding some suspicion back of something.
Who is?
Daniel.
The one that tried to kill me.
No. Samuel. No, Daniel is the one that tried to kill me.
Okay.
Daniel.
Damn.
What time is it?
It's pretty late. And also Ilya at this point has barged in and rejoined the group after getting the horses situated in the stable.
Ilya, my boy.
It's been a rough night.
Definitely not my best.
Come take a seat, I think is what they call it.
Come in, knock on the door.
Sorry, I'm new to this. I'm new to this.
Nod to Ilya. There seems to be some familiarity too.
Are you in awe with just the ease that he sat down?
Wait, there's a familiarity between who?
Axel and Ilya.
Axel's the innkeeper.
Yeah.
So Ilya, we just so happened to hit a route near the inn in which they know each other.
And Axel wasn't hurt, was he?
I mean,
Ilya.
Well, as the innkeeper.
Ilya was Ilya. Whoever's the guy who was driving. Wasn't someone not hurt?
Yeah.
So he was prepared. Was not hurt.
That's why
Ilya, tell me again what happened with Coach?
He just grunts, rooting the road.
Roots? So did roots
hard to see in the winter.
Are they just usually in the road?
Depends on the tree, I guess.
Well, I guess my point is that roots typically don't just like appear one little bit of it in the middle. Like it's either roots there or it's not there.
He squints at you and he says, "This winter's been an odd one."
I'm getting that feeling.
I got a feeling.
He just kind of quiets down and pulls his pelts around him closer. Keep out the cold.
Can I tend to my wounds while we're just chilling?
Yeah, you can do any of the actions you're available to you.
All right, so is there like resting or like that fixes us, or does that not work that way?
There's certain things that do, yeah. If we go to condition.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up what exactly I need to be doing with my healing.
I'm gonna look up conditions and how to get rid of them.
So I can treat injuries as a slow action. Don't know what to do if I have a lot of time though.
Okay, so you can actually never roll a 0, even if you have a stacked modifier. You always roll at least 1 die.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's good.
How does that work?
What do you mean?
Well, like, so if I like, let's say I click force right now, because I have all of these conditions, it's just going to do this.
Can you add a modifier before the roll?
Yeah, so if I add 1, it's probably still going to do that. So
can't you also just roll a normal d6?
Yeah, you can just roll
a d6. You're just rolling 1d6.
It's like, how many bonus do I have to add in order to fucking get...
Like 2.
There we go. No, 3 for me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just kind of awkward is my point.
Yeah, that's just the way the sheet works, unfortunately, I think.
Takes a day to heal physical conditions.
Each one individually?
I can use medicine in a safe location to heal 3 conditions per success for someone else.
Physical and mental, or physical? Just physical?
Just physical.
I assume mental probably is like rest.
Yeah.
Well, you can use inspiration in a safe space while having a close dialogue to heal 3 conditions per success for someone else. So anyone who's really inspiring here?
I mean, I am an inventor of the locally famous floppy light bulb.
I pulled a dagger out of my ear and a massive crystal ball out of his ear.
That's 0 for inspiration.
I don't feel like this is a safe space, so I don't go to heal myself.
It's fair.
You're one of them safe space liberals.
You're one of those people that
I can't say that seriously.
Are you looking at page 71? Have you looked at page 71?
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
So it looks like I can only treat people like in a turn during combat if they are broken. Like that's the only thing that I can do immediately.
Yeah. It has to be. Did you say in combat?
Well, like it takes like a turn. So if someone's just broken, I can just immediately.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But if you're out of combat.
Yeah.
No turn, you just do it.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can treat physical wounds out of it, right?
Yeah, but it says it takes a day.
Oh yeah, it does take a day. Oh yeah, that cheat sheet. Although you can do rest and services, which is a scene.
Mm.
Oh.
What's a beat?
Yeah, can we do a rest? Take a beat?
Yeah, do a rest. But you guys have to role play you resting. Yes. How are you healing?
Well, I already began my role play of how I'm resting. But,
yes, I understand that one.
Squip would just want to rent a room and go to bed.
I'm gonna sit by the fire a little bit, kind of just take in the scenery, and I would then go figure out which room is mine and head to bed.
Yeah, actually, seeing as how the cold set me off, I'm just sitting next to the fire, staring into it.
So okay, you guys are basically all sitting around the fire, just warming yourselves up together.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep on the rug.
Yeah. So you can cure yourselves of 2 conditions.
Physical only or mental as well?
I think it's both. Just 2 conditions.
So.
I don't know what the best. I'll just get rid of 2 physical because I don't know.
I might get rid of 1 physical, 1 mental. And I asked Axel, hey, do these guest rooms, their doors lock, right?
Yes, they should. I can give you the keys for them.
I would appreciate that. It's just, it's been a day. I just feel secure in my safe space in the room.
I'm just dealing with my PTSD flashbacks.
I'm like, hey, Brigadier General Leames Flintstone, do you want to talk about anything?
Just stares into fire.
So masculine.
I was just gonna go up to Axel and introduce myself to Mr. Axel. I'm afraid we haven't met.
He shakes your hand with a strong grip. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Blaine.
It's a nice grip you got there, Axel.
He laughs and just goes, I try to be as welcoming as possible. I have big aspirations.
Oh, tell me more.
I want this inn to really grow and expand. I want to implement gambling here.
Oh, do you now?
Did you say gambling?
Yeah,
you know,
I want to tear down the old stables and build a bigger one for more wagons for all my gamblers that will come.
Interesting. Yeah, you know, it's a real coincidence that we stumbled upon your inn here.
I love spending money.
You just go, yeah, that is funny, huh?
That is funny. Yeah, our driver said he hit a route. I forget his name.
Ilya, yes, I know Ilya.
You know him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know each other?
He was a friend of my sister.
Is there any way, like in the other D&D, where I can like perceive something they said or something like that to see if I get like a feeling about it?
Yeah, I mean, you need to get a manipulation.
Was it legal to be friends with a woman back then?
Yeah. I mean, he's telling the truth, and you're kind of getting him to open up a little as well. So you can ask some questions.
A friend of your sister?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Friend.
Friend.
He shoots a little wink.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm an only child myself, so I don't have any friends of sisters, nor do I have a sister. But that's neither here nor there, Axel, is it?
He laughs and then he slaps you on the back, and it like sends you forward pretty strong.
God damn, Axel.
And he puts his arm around your shoulder and he drags you over to the mantel place.
Mm-hmm.
And he points to a picture on the mantelpiece depicting a fair-haired middle-aged woman with green eyes and her hair worn braids. And he says, yeah, this is her, Esther.
Didn't someone, this is not out loud, this is to the party, didn't someone we meet have green eyes? Wasn't that pointed out to us? Someone had green eyes.
The Vilma.
Was it Vilma?
Yeah, it was Vilma.
Esther.
She was a dreamer, sensitive soul.
What happened, if you don't mind me asking?
His face kind of drops a little. She passed a few months ago.
Root in the road.
Sorry for your...
Get a lot of those around here.
Came out of nowhere.
Sorry for your loss.
Leading cause of death in the 1800s.
Gotta be tough, buddy.
It is. She was an odd one, but I loved her. She would often speak to invisible creatures. Friends, she would say. How ridiculous.
Schizophrenia.
Yes. Ridiculous. Very. Did she ever see any around this? Would she frequent your inn?
She lived here with me.
So she would see them
together.
She would see them around here.
Well, I mean, they were imaginary friends, so she,
yeah. She probably saw them everywhere. You're right. Well, Axel, I won't be keeping you too long.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Mr. Blaine. I hope you rest well tonight.
I'll do my best. And then I say thank you, and then I run over to Johan, Dr. Johan.
Yeah, I'm like walking up the stairs going to bed. I'm like, oh yeah, what's up, dude?
And I tell him like, there's little ghosties about.
There's ghosties about. Ah, shit.
There's ghosts. I tell him everything about
fucking Russia, am I right?
So just be careful tonight.
Oh wait, sorry. Go ahead, Johan.
I was like, maybe we should double up on rooms. One of us keeps an eye out.
Yeah, you and the horse.
I didn't bring my horse. You're not even in this conversation.
I say it from while I'm lying down on the rock.
We do have an odd number of people in our group.
Well, one of us gonna be with Velma. I'm sure she would probably.
Velma is by the fire chatting with the old woman.
Can I, Johan? I'll be right back. I run back down the stairs, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to look at the picture and then look at Vilma to see if there's anything going
on. I mean, not really. They kind of like same eye color, similar hair color, but they don't look exactly.
Okay.
I would think he would recognize his own sister.
Yeah.
It could all be a ploy. I go running back up the stairs. All right, ignore that, Johan. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Just continue where you left off.
I'm out. Yeah.
All right. Well, how about we double up on a room?
Never been in a room before. No, I'm kidding.
Do you know how to use a bed?
In the hall, a woman comes out of an adjoining room with a steaming pot of soup.
Soup.
Yeah. Well, Johan comes back down the stairs.
I sense soup.
A young woman with curly brown hair, with a thin young woman with curly brown hair, kind of scampers in behind her, passing out dishes amongst the guests.
Well, thank you so much for bringing this soup out for us. And your name is?
The sort of stockier woman who carried the pot out says, introduces herself as Rina Suvere. She's the cook at the inn and a widow.
Single.
And this is her daughter, Imre Suvere. It's a weird name. Imre.
What is a hen run?
Where the chickens are, I'm assuming.
Chicken run.
I thought that was just called a pen.
Chicken
movie.
And she says, and my son, Kroot.
I am Kroot.
Kroot. Kroot helps you out.
Is around here somewhere too.
Oh, Kroot and Rena have a room together.
Is there enough rooms in this place for everyone?
Well, I just see that they like on the map.
Yeah.
No, I guess they have their own room there. Well, I'm just saying for the amount of guest rooms that there are.
A fuck ton of guest rooms.
Well, I mean, there's a fuck ton of us. Like we actually are gonna have to double up on rooms just by sheer quantity of people.
Well, there's 7 guest rooms, and there's 5 of us, and then another 4 people?
Or 5. There's another 5. Because there's the 2 brothers, the old woman, the guy who drove the carriage, and then there's Vilma. So there's 10 people in 7 rooms. So we are going to have to double up.
I go up to Bridget General, and I say, you want to share a room?
I say, it's the Brigadier General, damn it. I earned that title.
That's what I said. Prove that I didn't say that.
You're the only one here that I don't think is a vagrant, so I will share it with you.
I was in battle with you.
I trust the good doctor, too.
I just start wiggling my floppy light bulb around.
Yeah, no, I'm going to room with the doctor. I already claimed David Blaine.
I'll show you the light.
I don't want to get touched by that thing.
You invested in it. It's partially your fault.
I don't like the look of it, though.
Well, it works, which is already more than I was expecting.
Johan gets a bowl of soup, and he's like, "What type of soup is this?"
She says, "Rabbit."
Soup. Oh, that's one of my favorite. This guy over here, as I point to
Hash.
Yeah, he can shoot a rabbit 100 yards out, right in between the eyes. Gets good.
With his toes.
She looks at Hashk and gives him the once over and just goes, "Oh, very nice. We could use a lad like you around here."
It's too fucking cold though.
Ale, you want to take a look at this soup and see if it's actually rabbit? Would he have that knowledge?
I would. Last of Us vibes right now.
I would say he does.
Or would that be investigation?
Yeah, I would say investigation.
Does that look like rabbit team? Could just be Russian rabbit.
Yeah, they're
They
different.
got big furry hats on.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like rabbit to you.
All right.
I take my ball and I'm like, can I eat this up in my my room? I'm getting pretty sleepy.
Well, Axel says, before you do that, may I ask if you would like to participate in our storytelling night? It's tradition at the end.
I guess I can stay for one story.
David Blaine has never been more excited for anything in his entire life.
Story time.
The Brigadier General, he's a very tough guy, but he loves story time.
So for everyone who wants to participate in the storytelling, you can make an inspiration roll, and if you make it, then someone else can cure one mental condition.
Hey yo!
All right.
Oh,
I don't know how to get rid of my negative though. Like, is this another thing where I should have at least one roll?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I did it.
I'll just do a roll. D6.
Well, we would go in pairs anyway, so we'd start with David Blaine steps up to tell your story, and what is your story about, and why is it terrible?
It's about I don't know. Maybe it's about this horse from my town that I don't have because I don't live in a town, and you can see how it's going poorly. And so I walked in to this bar one time, and the guy was like, "Why the long face?" And then the horse punched him and goes, "I deserve some respect around here." And then the horse left.
Everyone kind of is looking at you in shock because Samuel, even like when you started doing the "why the long face" bit, Samuel was like elbowing his brother, who was just like looks pissed off and was just like, "Oh, brother, I know this one. I
love this one."
And then you just went in a completely different direction. And Samuel looks confused, befuddled, and Daniel is kind of grinning a little.
And then I tap dance off stage.
All right, Johan, you actually told a good story.
I did. I told an old war story, but it was not like in a battle or anything. It was kind of just the buffoonery happening in the back lines.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Daniel also likes that story. He likes stories about soldiers. But who do you want to cure?
Well,
condition.
Who's got mental condition still?
I got 2.
I have one mental condition.
All right, I give it to the Bridgie.
Yeah. All right,
Brigadier General graciously accepts the mental help.
And with that mental help, he then goes on to tell his own.
Yeah, I tell a lovely war story about the Flintson family, because I come from a long line of what's it called, excellent generals who have done excellent things in war.
Daniel says, "I do love a story about killing."
Fucking heroics and other such things that happen in old-timey war stories.
Are you related to Fred Flintstone?
That's my great-great-grandpa. You should have seen him. 105, he died.
He lived very old.
Yeah. I mean, for the last like 30 years, we weren't sure if he was dead. He just kind of stunk.
After your story, Daniel stands up, says, all this story of death reminds me of a story of my own.
Yeah, with my 6, I give it to Oric.
Okay.
Get rid of that mental condition.
Get rid of frightened.
Daniel says, me and my brother recently investigated several mysterious deaths between Hamburg and Narva. Multiple people had been killed in strange accidents. Carriages had run off the road, and his eyes sort of scan around all.
Sounds familiar.
That's
very interesting.
One poor soul survived long enough to tell us that he had seen a woman in white on the road just before he lost control of the horses. White ladies come in many forms. They are usually the revenant woman who was betrayed, who was betrayed and murdered, or who died a violent death by her own hand because of unrequited love. Speaking with the locals, we realized that it would be the revenant of a woman who was murdered by her own groom on the way home from their wedding. She has haunted the roads around the village ever since, mad with grief and revenge. We searched the woods and found her body in a clearing. She was still wearing her wedding dress, with her head tilted at an Suddenly, we could see her in front of us. Restless spirits are violent, and she slammed me into a tree with such force that it knocked me senseless. That was the last time she exacted her revenge, and her ghost turned to dust before our eyes. His brother
I remember that.
Yeah.
I know that story.
You know the story?
Yeah, I heard of it. There were 2 brothers who found the ghost, and when they charged at it in this special vehicle type thing that they had, and it vanished in the house that it was in.
That sounds positively supernatural. Well, I'm not. Oh, wait, are they fucking? Their names Sam and Daniel. Oh my god, is this a supernatural?
Are they actually?
Sam and Daniel.
Sam and Dan.
Sam and Dean.
Oh shit, it's definitely a supernatural.
That's hilarious.
Alright, well. Vilma's like, well, that was a morbid story. I loved it. I love ghosts. They usually talk to me about sex. And Daniel's just like, what?
They talk to you?
What is wrong with this lady?
Oh, it's the lady. I thought this was the innkeeper. I was like, wait, ghosts talk to you too? What the fuck?
This is Velma. So she stands up and says, I've been able to communicate with spirits since I was 11 years old.
Oh, I start going going across the neck, being like, no, don't tell the story. Don't.
And they talk to you about sex?
1.5 years ago, I was at my family home in Sigtuna to attend the funeral of my niece Alva. She went missing on her way home from school. The police and volunteers organized a search in the woods between school and our family home, but we couldn't find her. My sister was inconsolable and told me that since Alva's disappearance, she had been hearing a strange knocking at the house, and that items had suddenly fallen over and switched places. On the advice of our priest, the family finally arranged an empty casket to honor the girl's memory. The night after the funeral, I woke freezing in my room and I thought I saw Alva's face in the mirror. As I went to put on the light, a book suddenly fell from its shelf. The open page displayed a picture of an abandoned old cottage in the woods. In the morning, I went over. The house was empty and there was nothing but old junk in its dilapidated room. I was about to head back when I suddenly saw Alva standing by the old well. I approached it. The rotten well cover was broken. Help me, Auntie, said a voice from the darkness. I ran for help and returned with my relative. The remains of a girl were lifted out of the blackness. It was Alva, who had showed me the way to her lifeless body. I could not save her, but I could give her peace. Daniel's like, what does that have to do?
That was kind of a buzzkill.
Yeah, pretty off topic.
Yeah. He then sits down and kind of like looks into the out the window in silence. Just goes, well.
After the brief silence, Johan's like, well, I think I'm going to go to bed.
Ilya then steps up as Johan tries to leave and just goes, here in the woods, we are all exposed to the cruelty of nature that you people experience. The cold has a name here, Morizoko, or Father Frost. In one of the neighboring villages, there was once a woman who had a stepdaughter she hated. One day, the woman told her husband to take the stepdaughter out into the winter field and leave her there to die. Blinded by love, he obeyed. Father Frost found her there. She was polite and kind to him, so he gave her a chest full of beautiful things and fine garments. A few days later, the stepmother sent the girl's father to bring back her body to be buried. He found her alive by a tree, surrounded with precious gifts. When the stepmother saw that the girl had brought back, she told her husband to leave her. Unlike her stepsister, this child was rude to Father Frost, and so he froze her to death. When her body was found, the mother regretted what she had done, and that she had not taught her daughter kindness. Esther always used to say that human kindness is the one thing that...
The one thing you cut out.
Right? One thing that what?
The one thing that could ward off the cold.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you knew Esther?
He grunts.
Were you involved?
I'd rather not speak on it.
I think you've said everything you need to say. Yeah, this is become a bit of a downer.
Yeah, this went from like a lot of fun stories to just shit.
Well, Karen Karaskeva stands and says, well, that was a bit heavy. How about I give us all a song to try to bring up the mood?
Do you know the song, The Ballad of Arbor Day?
She lights up and says, I do. And she just launches into it.
Brigadier General Liam Splinson is very happy.
Such a long name.
I wanted to make it longer, but I was like, I think this is too long.
But then after she finishes that one, she launches into another song, and everything just feels like warmer, and the dying fire springs back to life. After it finishes, she explains that it was a song about a domovoi. I'm going to spell this.
Domovoi.
Who did not like the household's new horse. One morning, the farmer found the horse all sweaty in its stall. The Nisei had taken the form of a weasel and ridden and tickled until it was utterly exhausted. Finally, the farmer brought some bells and tied them around the horse's neck, which made the Nisei leave him alone.
Squip says, I know somebody else who tickles horses.
She then puts a piece of bread and a splash of ale on the mantelpiece. Axel laughs. And he says, that's something my mom and grandma used to do. All these kooky old ladies.
Damn, called out.
Kooky.
Shit's kooky, but it works. Am I right?
But yeah, so that at this point it's like quite late. And it seems like everyone has spoken their piece.
Yeah, Johan's crashing.
Yeah, and people start to like kind of go off to their room.
Before bedtime, boys.
Before bedtime, I go up to my boy Axel, and I'd shake his hand, tell him good night.
Thank you, David. Good night.
Oh,
may
wait.
I call you David?
You may. Before I go, think there's something behind your ear.
Oh.
You pulled from his ear.
I only have like 2 things to my person. Can it be like? Can I do one of those like weird magic tricks where I like took off his watch and he didn't notice? Like when I shook his hand,
Yeah.
took off his watch and then I pulled it out behind his ears.
He like laughs uproariously and slaps your back multiple times. And you're starting it's starting to really like get red, honestly.
Damn,
Too much.
He's strong.
Yeah.
Oh, Axel, you got geez, you got some cleavers on you, brother.
It's all of the hard labor running this in, you know. Without my sister around, it all falls to me, you know, except for the cooking, you know.
Yeah,
yeah, men don't cook.
That's why I have the widow.
What?
The widow. You've met her, right?
Oh,
yeah, I heard.
That's why I have the whip.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. And I'm like,
what? Axel. All right. Well, I guess I'm sharing a room with Doc tonight, right?
That's right.
The good doctor.
Doc Stuffins, HR Puffin stuff. Let's do it.
Is this a good time to end the sesh, or?
Yeah, I think so. As you guys are, you know, I will just say the ones who were, all of you have a strange dream tonight. And we'll end it after I recite.
Honk
shoe.
The snow falls ever faster. The cold is relentless, and your fingers and toes are already. Where is everybody? Suddenly you see something moving a bit further. You go after it. The only sound is that of your breath, and your footsteps as you trudge through. There is a clearing up ahead, and in the light you see a tall figure, sea blue, coming toward you. A voice speaks to you. You cannot make out the words except "crossed into my realm." You suddenly feel warmer, and a lovely sensation through your body. Unable to take another step, you sit down on a rock. You take off your hat and gloves. In your mind's eye, you can see Christmases of your childhood. How you used to lie tucked up in warm pelts, away to church. The sound of your parents' voices, horses pulling the sleigh through the snow. The light of the lantern swaying back and forth. In your hand, there's a warm piece of bread that your mother gave you left. Perhaps you should just stay here. And with that, we will end the session.
Yeah, that's the first normal dream that Brigadier General Liam Swinson has had in quite some time. They're usually just what's called some traumatic
dreams
shit.
of Vietnam, and that doesn't even happen yet.
War flashbacks.
All right.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
The first investigation and adventure of the new society. As you fell off a cart and get stuck in a winter storm.
You almost didn't make it out of the storm.
No, barely.
Yeah, you guys almost died out of the fucking snow. Yeah, the damage system is like not very forgiving.
No.
You will, and you can kind of get dogpiled pretty fast if like you.
Yeah, I mean, especially since like all of your skills are affected by your conditions.
Yeah,
it's rough.
I regret having low physique.
Yeah, I didn't realize force was like the fucking constitution essentially.
I need to eat. I
hungry.
I'm gonna head out, guys.
Yeah, me too.
Good night, boys.
Yes.
Homies.